Hello, hello, greetings, and welcome to the opening match of this fine Sunday in the Super Metroid Dash Mystery Tournament. We have Idle going up against BrakeJake, two experienced runners. Both have taken 2 losses and gotten 2 wins so far in this tournament. We are week 5 of the Swiss portion and ready to see who comes out 2-3 in this sure to be super exciting race. Runners are getting ready to start here in just a moment. My name is Papa Schmo. I'm joined in the backstage by Nubian God, who will be our fearless tracker for today. I think this is going to be a really good match. Both of these players really have the potential to take on even some of the top runners and putting on a really good race here. So um, looks like we got a couple of clicks on the menu and we are underway. Greetings to everybody in chat. Everybody up this early. I got my coffee in my hand. Oh, we got some custom sprites here on BrakeJake's side. You love to see it. I mean, no shame with the original colors as well, but it's cool to see a lot of different creations here. This sprite that BrakeJake has looks pretty hand done, I think. So super cool. Went for the fastest moonfall there. Unfortunately, didn't pick it up. Got clipped by one of the ledges there. So, for anyone tuning in for the first time, the Kaiser sprite. Okay, all right, good to know. Anyone tuning in for the first time, this is the Dash Mystery Tournament. We don't actually know what the settings are. The runners have no idea of what's going on. They're just going to be discovering what the settings are as we unfold. We do have a little bit of clues here on the screen for us, though. The UI in the HUD in the top right, where it says CA for criteria and the number 60, that does tell us that it is not full logic, because if it was full logic, it would tell us how many majors and E-tanks were in the area. So now the question is this just is this Chozo logic or is this major minor logic? The power bomb on the Chozo statue there still doesn't actually tell us, because there is, I think, one power bomb in the Chozo major item pool. And now we have an E-tank up here at what would be a major location for major minor. But correct me if I'm wrong. So E-tanks are minor items in Chozo logic. And so and E-tanks are major items in major minor logic. So the fact that there was an E-tank there at the top doesn't actually give us any indication of whether or not this is Chozo or major minor. We will see here, though, that the meme route location, our runners may choose to go check this connection here, and that will tell us if this is area rando or not. It looks like that's what Idle's about to do. BrakeJake is opting not to do that. Okay, so it is not area rando. Idle very practiced in being able to exit that area. They do have an E-tank, but getting in and out of that room when it's not area is a little scary. Those hoppers do 80 damage, and when you that's just two and some change hits, and it can really just snowball on you. So well done getting out of that room. Let's see what we've got here. BrakeJake taking the decision not to check the area rando will actually benefit just a little bit. If you can see, it just gives a little tiny bit of a lead. BrakeJake will figure out it's not area rando soon enough when going to one of the other connections. And here we go to the 230. Just got back from the dentist. The 230 location here is a Chozo, and it's a power bomb. I don't believe there are 2 power bombs in the Chozo major item pool. So I believe we are working with major minor logic here. Excuse me for all the coughs here. It's still early in the morning. Get a sip of my coffee. All right. So we will get to see our first major item location outside of Retro Bryn. We'll see what this seed has in store for us. Just another E-Tank. All right. Let's see, one, two. I think we're like one tank away from opening up a bunch of Hell Run logic here. So we'll see where the runners choose to go. They can't go right, obviously, because we don't have supers to access that part. But we do have 10 power bombs. So if runners wanted to try and check the gauntlet location, which is a major item, they will be able to. And it looks like that may be what BrakeJake is going to do. If Idle heads to Green Brinstar and BrakeJake takes the time for Gauntlet, it could be either a good payoff or a good little, I'm not going to say waste of time, but a good chunk of time spent maybe, going up here for something that might not be, pertinent for finishing the seed in a timely manner. But that's rando, folks. That's what you do. You take chances, you make decisions, and you see how it plays out. So let's say good luck to BrakeJake here. Looks pretty comfortable in Gauntlet, going through fairly easy, taking a little like your flip-flop toes dip in the acid, but that's that's the thing. Another eating. Oh boy, yeah, definitely. Unless we find heat shield or various suits soon, it looks like our seed wants us to have a bunch of E-tanks. I wonder why. Um, so no route divergence yet. Idle decided, yeah, I'm gonna go check this gauntlet. Item 2. I actually lost a race that I did pretty well in because I did not check this gauntlet location, and my opponent, Sunflower, found Space Jump right at the beginning of the seed and really gave a good advantage. So in no way is this a bad play. We do know that in this setting, suits cannot be in criteria. So if a runner wanted to say, well, my suits aren't here, I'm just going to dip out, I'm not going to care about Gauntlet, can also be a good play, but can also hurt. So BrakeJake still just a hair ahead, not having checked the meme route location here. We find finally our first supers and our speed booster. I love getting speed booster early on in the seed. Not only is it my favorite item, but it really allows for some awesome movement throughout the rest of the seed here. Unfortunately, not having high jump boots, it also allows for a really crappy jump height. But we'll take speed anyway. I'm not gonna push speed out the door just for a little jump height modification there. It's the best item in the game. Come on, folks. Let's be real here. And here we go into Green Bryn. We're going to be checking the one major item location here at the reserve tank, and we find another E-tank. Get your E-tanks here, folks. They're on sale, 2 for 1. All right. So I'm starting to kind of feel, and I'm going to be humbled quickly, I'm sure, but I'm starting to kind of feel that the seed is kind of becoming a little jetty. It's my prediction. We got a ton of energy. We're not going to be idling safely through these rooms. We got our speed booster, which opens up Bot Moon hallway as long as we find gravity. We'll see. We've got plenty of ammo so far. The one thing we're gonna miss is where's that charge beam gonna end up? Is it gonna become a factor? It looks like, as I would do as well, runners are deciding to kind of collect all the ammo that they run into. especially the easy location ones that are on the way. Because you never know. You never know if you're going to find charge beam. You don't know. The other thing we still don't know is the boss randomization here. You don't know if you're going to find Ridley right up front. A fifth. I don't know if that's a record. Fifth major in a row being an E-tank. I'm sure our runners are kind of smirking or smiling or scratching their head trying to figure out what this seed is trying to tell them. But we will all find out here soon enough on Speed Gaming Dash Mystery Tournament 2024. There was a okay, Diggity got the information in chat. There was a question on what major minor meant, but diggity dang with the solid explanation. I appreciate that. Another pack of supers. You never at this point. You're never gonna to snicker at another pack of supers here until you got some good beams and have your charge beam here. We're gonna go and check out the wavegate location and see what major is over here. I'm gonna call reserve tank. Just the way this seed's going. Why not? Let's see what we got. A grapple beam. All right. I like this item. Gives us the ability to check X-ray when we get to Red Tower, which is another major location. It also does give a little bit of a decision for our runners because it also opens up. Well, I guess we had speed. We didn't really need a grapple beam for this, but it opens up logic to wreck ship. And so you want to be asking yourself another energy tank. 6 energy tank major item locations, and we haven't even hit Red Tower yet. But because we have Speed Booster, we're gonna go check out this here waterway location, which in a lot of seeds is just never seen because backtracking to this location just takes way too much time for one item. And yeah, so the solely seen, paid off with some high jump boots. Oh, Idle says no. I'm not going to take the time to go check this out. So it does actually put them ahead of BrakeJake, but high jump boots is big. That really saves a lot of time, little by little in each of these rooms. It also gives BrakeJake an easier way through worst room in the game. So unless we get something like that for Idle, or Idle is comfortable with what is known as the hypo jump, which is a frame for perfect, pixel perfect trick through worst room of the game, this might be something that Idle has to search out while BrakeJake is feeling okay with the high jump boost through there. But yeah, let's check out this X-ray location. We're now finding all the items first through the left side of your screen instead of the right. Idle, implying the rapid fire grapple beam technique. Not seen as much, but the waiver said no, I don't like your technique, and I'm gonna just cause you a ton of grief. Okay, Idle's. Oh, these waivers have it out for Idle, man. What in the world? All right. Wave beam. Not what our runners wanted to see, but not going to reset. Wave beam has a lot of good advantages. The boost in power, the X factors, hopeful X factors. We don't have charge beam yet, but not something you generally reset in, especially this early on in the seed. So, Both of our runners went for it. No harm, no foul. I mean, unless you're a waiver, and then I guess there was some harm. But yeah, let's see where we go here. I don't think I see any of our runners going up Red Tower at this point. But who knows? Maybe just gone down for the X-ray check. That's going to go back up. But we still have one more major down in Spazer. I'm gonna see if how much I can rhyme. Major Spazer. It kind of rhymes, right? Rhymes like in a Eminem way where he just makes everything rhyme. Let's see what the Spazer has in store. We still don't have any protection suit-wise of reserve tank. There's our reserve. That's what we're talking about. Boy, I mean, if we keep going like this, we could have Varia at Shack Tool, and we've got a suitless Lower Norfair in our future. We'll need a couple more power bombs, but that would be certainly an interesting time for our runners here today. Also, just tuning in, thank you for joining us. We are here for our first match of the Super Metroid Dash Mystery Tournament. There are going to be several more races today. I believe there's going to be 4 more of them. Two of them are starting here at about 10:10. And then we got, I think, 2 more coming after that. So a lot of awesome Dash Mystery action happening here today. Another super missile grab coming out of Kraid's lair. Again, you're not gonna frown at that. We do have 35 super missiles on both sides here. Now, the runners are saving because we have boss rando. This could be a boss that they are not equipped to fight yet in a technical sense. Now here is something interesting as well. If this is Ridley, if the runners go in with 30 supers, they hit all 30 of their supers with this energy, with full energy like Idol has. Okay, well, I guess I'll stop talking now. Anyway, they could have technically taken down Ridley if everything went well in that fight, especially with the reserve. But no Ridley here today. Just gonna say what up to Kraid. What up, Kraid? Oh, we've got 1 down, 1 up. Unfortunately, BrakeJake just a little too late, I think, on that first super. Did not get the lockjaw to engage, but takes care very nicely. The cleanup there on Kraid. I didn't even see what was going on. What do we got here? An E-tank? A reserve tank. Holy moly. This is very, very nice of you, Seed. Very generous in the energy department. Appreciate that. We will see what is in the Kraid closet location here. BrakeJake going for that quick mock ball. Doesn't quite get it, but did have a decent setup. Hey, guess what, guys? Glad we found some energy. We're really starved for some of that here. I'm sure our runners are really, really pleased to see that. It does now activate the stand-up glitch. We now have 7 E-tanks. We can engage the stand-up glitch in Mother Brain. If we can find ourselves a charge beam, might be worth it to go for that. So E-tank and ice. we'll see here. I will say that, I mean, all E-tank spamming aside, coming into Upper Norfair with this much energy does just feel a whole lot better. coming in here sometimes with one, two tanks or something, and you're trying to make a couple checks. Like you just have to make sure you're on your game. This way, you can kind of comfortably saunter through the Upper Norfair, but now you can go through as more comfortable having the Various suit at the Ice Beam location. So all that nonsense about Lower Norfair and my dreams have been crushed. But hey, we're here for the runners. We're not here for the commentators. Oh, BrakeJake going for the gets the non-ice beam ice escape. Very well done. That's not an easy trick to do. Your timing has to be right. You have to make sure you run pretty much the full length of both the platform and the enemy. Really, really well done. All right, so we've got our Various suit, a bright white, like a atomic bomb flash looking Various suit for BrakeJake here. I'm down with it. I dig it. And we also have a third. What that's a third reserve tank major location. This is good stuff here, man. Um, you guys want tanks? 'Cause this is how you get tanks. We're gonna do BrakeJake taking the speed booster through the Frog Speedway, gathering some power bombs on the way, which is definitely a smart thing to do, especially in this. It not having bombs yet, you need your explosives to get through all these bomb blocks. So keeping up on your power bombs until you have some other way to get through that stuff, definitely a solid choice. Ammo management, health management as you're going through. That is the signs and mark of an experienced player. Idle choosing to not take Frog Speedway and going to check out the Cathedral item, another E-Tank in the Upper Norfair Reserve location. Okay, good to note. Tracker, you got that? E-Tank 5,000 plus tax. Yeah, so Idle did not go went to kind of check Cathedral. Maybe looking for more ammo, maybe just committing to not finding charge. Sometimes, it's a solid idea to try and just say, listen, I'm going to either commit to charge or I'm going to commit to ammo, and just start that from the very beginning. Let's see here. Wait a minute. I'm silly. Why did I think both of our runners had speed booster? Why did it was that Terminator, right? Speed? Oh no, it was no. Where the heck was speed? I don't know why. What part of Idle's route did not incorporate speed? Okay. That makes more sense as to why they didn't go through Frog Speedway. Got a little bit of slow-mo and fast motion going on. It was Terminator. Yeah, okay. All right, so just probably just a mishap. You got a lot of things going through your mind during these races. You might have trackers on the side. You've got, maybe potential race nerves. There's a lot of stuff going on. So kind of forgetting to go to the right there in criteria and check the Terminator location is unfortunate. And considering that Idle still being relatively close to BrakeJake for the moment is impressive, and we'll see how much Idle goes back for, and we'll see when they might end up getting speed booster on the way to Torian. So we'll see. We'll see how this unfolds. Still a close race here between our two runners. Oh, our tracker assumed he picked it up too. Well, at least it's not me. I appreciate that, Nubian God. Shoutouts to Nubian God for rocking out the tracking here today. That's how I was able to figure out that Idle didn't have speed booster. It was from the tracker. So we do have a check in reserve for Idle, which makes sense. We might start to see a little more of the lead kind of deficit here as Idle starts to go back and check some of the things that BrakeJake has already checked. Idle saying, leave me alone, E-Tanks, I don't want any more. Which is absolutely fair. And we have a croc play from BrakeJake, which I'm not mad at this at all. The seed has only fed us E-Tanks and reserve tanks and a little peppering garnish here and there of wave and grapple. But other than that, we've got another E-Tank. Oh my. My. Going for a little spike suitage here on BrakeJake's side. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get it. Some good attempts. I kind of wanted to see the white suit turn blue. I guess it would have turned blue, right? Yeah. Still, it's like maybe like a light blue, like a baby sky blue or something. All right, Idle is just going straight in to Lower Norfair. This could be, despite having, not having. Oh, gets the 2. Ooh, I thought that was a little high. Can Idle do it again? Does have a crystal flash, so can make this. So got a couple mistakes here, but can reset. Oh, there's one. I'm glad Idle. Oh, we found plasma in at Croc. Not a bad find, but it's not charge. It's not gravity. Oh. That is very unfortunate. Went for the third attempt on the bootless lava dive, and it did look good. Idle has the 2 the 2 jump set up there. Isn't crazily far behind, but is gonna bail. I think, unless they're going for Nutella refill. Unless Idle's going for Nutella refill before trying this again. I really think Idle going for Lower Norfair might have been a really good play. Of course, they don't really know what BrakeJake is doing, but like if it had gone down to Lower Norfair and found gravity or something, would have been ahead of BrakeJake, and maybe been able to make up some of that time. BrakeJake getting a solid spark into that door. I think if you spark that door, you get like an extra 1,000 points. So that's really going to help his high score in the end. But BrakeJake now, here is another reason, is gonna do the lava dive into Lower Norfair, but has high jump boots. So the lava dive is significantly easier. Idle did a really good job setting up the bootless lava dive. Is comfortable, looked very comfortable doing that. Just unfortunately did not get the flames to cooperate the right way. The last Namahe really gave some trollage there. I think maybe just waited. The top Namahe just not having it for either of our runners today. Just ready. He's got ammo ready for our runners. BrakeJake did try to do a wall jump off the top Namahe there, which you don't need with boots, but might just be a little more comfortable with that kind of a setup. Is doing this wall jump there. Ooh. All right, all right. BrakeJake, you also have Crystal Flash if you need it. Don't forget. And oh, we made it. All right. Whoo. Okay, so yeah, Lava Dive proving to be a little more of an adversary than I'm sure either of these runners was expecting it to be today. Idol about to pick up the plasma beam here at Croc is gonna say very nice. Maybe not exactly what I wanted, but yeah, I'll definitely take it. BrakeJake with the spring ball tech through the entrance to Lower North here. You love to see it. He's got 31 supers to try to get this green gay glitch. Gets it on the 6th or so try. He's gonna pick up replenish those supers right afterwards with a nice little power bomb, and we'll see what GT has for us. What just happened to Idle? I was looking at BrakeJake's screen. Was in Croc, right? Oh, we get Ice Beam. Oh, okay, reset. I see. All right. No, yeah, it wasn't a death. Got it. Yeah, it says, you know, plasma is nice, but I have Spazer, and I really am looking for a suit or something else. So, I think resetting there is totally fine. Plasma's nice, but it's not mandatory. But ice is big. That gives us bot wound access. I guess, well, BrakeJake already has speed, but we don't have gravity, so we could, if we wanted to, get through. All right, second try for Idle on that bootless lava dive. That is a trick that takes lots of practice. And it did look like Idle was very comfortable with it on the first attempt, so I had no doubt that Idle was going to make it next time they tried it. But yeah, ice is pretty big. I don't think Idle is going to go find ice because of those. Oh no, we've got spring ball. I was going to say because of those high jump boots getting out of the screw attack room was going to be a little bit of a problem there. But we've got spring ball, so spring ball jump is in play. So yeah, Idle's going to go check it out, which is good. Having ice beam definitely worth Torian and access through to bot wound. BrakeJake going for the kind of the PKRD setup through this room. Gets it on the second try. Just couldn't get the wall jump there on the first one, but makes it nicely smooth through worst room in the game on the second try. And we've got a reset from Idle after having found ice. So Idle is just on a mission for speed and suits, I think, is all we want here. And doesn't necessarily, doesn't know it, but even though could have definitely used ice or plasma to kind of help along, has kind of the right mindset. It's just I just need to go. Maybe feels behind. Personally, unless I was uncomfortable with spring ball jump or something, I probably would have taken ice there. But to each his own. Idols obviously has a mindset, a plan in place, and that is one of the best things you can do in a randomizer, is have a plan and stick to it. Because when you second guess or you go against your plan too many times, you end up just wasting a ton of time. Nice speed kills through the Metal Pirates room for BrakeJake. Just gonna ammo these these space pirates in the worst room in the game and do a little spring ball jump up through worst room for Idle. Those high jump boots coming in clutch for this room for BrakeJake. Very nice spring ball jump from Idle. No problem, like a glove. And you know, considering all the things that BrakeJake has, and Idle wasn't able to snag in quite the same way. Both runners being in Lower Norfair, like I'm not calling this race at all right now. We still have lots of race to run, and let's see how this Ridley fight goes for BrakeJake. We've got supers all day, so it shouldn't really be much of a problem. Ridley takes double damage with our supers, 600 per shot. A little dip in the acid never hurt anybody, right? Another E-tank, just what the doctor ordered, and we've got a Ridley kill on BrakeJake's screen. Adios, good sir. My son Ridley just walked in the room to check out the race behind me. He's 5 years old, but every time I play Ridley in practice, he always you know, laughs and cackles at me when Ridley beats me and says, you know, I beat you. Oh, Lower Norfair music, by the way, best music. I do love I love all the music, okay? Greenbrier music, everything, I get it, but you enter Lower Norfair and you hear this, you almost want to pause the game. You're like, oh, okay. This is obviously a new area. It sounds scary. Like, do I even want to come down here? It's awesome stuff. Another PRKD exit strat from BrakeJake using the clip through the platform and the D-boost coming out of Wasteland. Yo, Hockey, I see you. What up? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in chat here. I didn't know how many people were going to be up this early. I mean, I'm obviously talking about East Coast, so shout outs to other time zones. But I wasn't sure how many people were going to be up as early for me. I got my coffee in my hand and a smile on my face because we're having some good times here on SpeedGaming with this Dash Mystery Tournament. For anybody just tuned in, this is BrakeJake and Idle. They both have 2 wins and 2 losses in the tournament so far. This is week 5 of the Swiss tournament, and we are rocking and rolling here. Currently, BrakeJake is in the lead by not a wide margin, but BrakeJake was able to pick up a couple of items that Idle was not. So we've got Speed Booster on BrakeJake's side, and we've got Ice Beam and Plasma on BrakeJake's side as well. And so because of the route that Idle took and some other things, Idle is left with a Spazer and a Wave Beam and no speed so far. So we'll see if any of that deficit can be made up. Depending on the actions. We still don't really know as far as boss rando goes. This either has to be well, let me see here. So far we've had Kraid at Kraid and Ridley at Ridley. So we could have Surprise, right? We could have another Ridley at Dragon or something like that. And I think we could even still have shifted or shuffled, really, because shuffled could have vanilla bosses. It has to have at least 1 swap, so we've only seen 2 bosses so far. And then the shifted, it could also have vanilla bosses in it as well. So yeah, I don't know. It could be anything. We got a little ball boost coming out of single chamber for BrakeJake. You gotta love it. Thank you for calling those things out. We gotta celebrate all the awesome tech in this game. Like, it's just, even if you're not a Super Metroid player, watching this stuff, when you see stuff like that, you're like, "Whoa, I don't know anything about this game, but that looked awesome." What was the other one that BrakeJake pulled off earlier? I don't know. I'll think of it in a second. Really awesomely done. Idle, taking out Ridley. Just says, "Let me out of this place here." Yes, iceless ice escape. Thank you. Yeah, that was the one. That was tough. And I mean, and we saw a bootless lava dive from Idle. I mean, these things are not trivial, folks. Look at the spring ball confidence coming out of Idle here, going through the deadly spikes of Wasteland. We have a suitless Meridia. What is happening here? Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. You can't. What better way to start off your Sunday than a little suitless Meridia? You know what I mean? Crab getting a little trouble. We're taking off Spring Ball here. We're just going to Spring Ball jump up, which is a solid plan. Going through this this area, Main Street, with trying to do Suitless Meridia where you have Plasma is a little scary, because you can double hit the enemies you're trying to freeze and jump on, and then you gotta start the room all over if you don't have a backup for that particular section. But luckily we've got some Spring Ball, and we should see some fancy whatchamacallit, grapple swings here, trying to get over to Pre-Aqueduct and East Meridia. Let me see here. I don't know if we want to. Forgive me. This is the first time I've done commentary for the race here in quite some time. And I think the trackers have the controls for the music. I was hoping we could get a little suitless Meridia music going on here. That would be wicked if possible. If not, no worries. I was looking for the controls, but oh, Idle. Yes. Utilizing the morph ball to get out of Three Musketeers right there is a solid way to do that. That was a little. It feels a little scary. I wasn't worried that Idle was going to take a death, but with that much energy, that room is just funky. Thank you for the music change, killing it. And we're gonna see what we're gonna check here. We did get a save from BrakeJake, which made me think we might go check a sand pit before we go up to Botwoon, but it looks like we're just gonna hightail it to Botwoon. We'll go see what's in Dragon's room, and then if we don't find what we're looking for, we maybe come back this way. No speedless speedway. Yeah, we do have Waybeam. That could have been a thing for sure. All right, grapple jump attempts for BrakeJake. Says, I don't know why this isn't doing what I want it to do. I'm just going to snail climb. And with the spring ball, it is apparently really easy. Wow. I think I've seen that before, but I maybe just not too many times, because wow, that was that looks really simple. A confirmation in chat, it is that easy. Just that easy, folks. All right, so our trusty ice beam here. BrakeJake looking for, I guess, just more supers for this Botwoon fight. We don't have. Oh, we accidentally morphed. The Metroid. Need your help again, please. Thank you. We have Idle. Maybe just going to Nutella refill for the moment, which totally makes sense. Botwoon fight coming up here, but I don't know if Idle's going to go back to Meridia or just hightail it to Wreck Ship. So we got some route divergence. It might be... All right, Idle's going to wreck ship. So if there's a gravity suit over there, I don't know how much that's going to benefit. It depends on how quickly BrakeJake can get through Suitless Meridia here. Dragon is never a guarantee with Suitless Meridia. We've got the ability to store Shine Spark and get out of Precious Room, but if Dragon just wants to do a weird goop pattern or something, we might have a reset at that boss fight. It might not even be Dragon, so who knows? Beamer, unfortunately, so said Beamer. I'm looking at Beamer in the chat. BrakeJake, unfortunately, not getting enough ammo. That's what he was looking for with the Machtroid. Said, I'm kind of short on ammo. I need something for Bot Wound here, but was not able to hit all the things needed to completely kill Bot Wound. So maybe is going to go to the farm room this time before jumping in. Could get the grapple swing the other way to try to get to the farm room. Got one of the grapple jumps there. Just going to wait for the snail train. It's a little late, running late. It's probably in some traffic or something, but we'll see. Oh, doesn't even stop at the bus stop for BrakeJake. Gonna have to call their supervisor, see what's going on there. Not sure. BrakeJake is now getting the jumps, but is it going to be enough to get... Oh, right, we've got Grapple Beam. Never mind. All right, so we'll have attempt number 2 at Bot Wound. Meanwhile, Idle coming to say hello to our third boss. We don't know if this is Fantoon or something else. If it is Fantoon, then it is either surprise or vanilla. Okay, so we have ruled out the shifted and the shuffle are no longer boss randomizations that we can have in this seed, but it still can be surprise. So our fourth boss might be a duplicate. We'll have to see. All right, we got 2 supers left. We're able to get them. We have 28 missiles in hand. All right, missing about 50% right now, maybe more. So I would take my time here. Like, I know it'll take a... Okay, we got a Bot Wound. Snake dead. Snake down. I repeat, a Bot Wound is down. Meanwhile, Fantoon, if we can get a gravity suit, very nice kill on Idle's side. Ghost does not have the most. Holy cow. Okie dokie. We have found a Ninja Turtles Donatello gravity suit at Bot Wound E-Tank. At this point, the Suitless Meridia play was what the seed intended you to do. And so, unfortunately, that makes it very difficult for Idle to get back into this race. Not impossible, never say never. But it doesn't like the X-ray there. Idle is going to end up checking all of Wreck Ship, because is thinking, hey, gravity's probably in Wreck Ship. But it's not going to find it, and it's gonna take time to run through Wreck Ship and check all the doors and closets and bathrooms and such. So we'll see. We'll see what events transpire. We got a little shine spark for Dragon. Started gipping early, but does get the grab. Unfortunately, does not get the quick kill. Sometimes if those goops, oh, we got ourselves a power bomb. Oh, very nicely done on Idle's side. A power bomb sponge bath. Um, you love to see it. And we've got some fried shrimp. It's the extra crispy version. It comes with a side of I don't know, baby shrimp. I don't know what those mean, but either way, boss number 3 is down. And we either have vanilla bosses or we just have a surprise with vanilla. Oh, actually, no, you can't have that. Never mind. Yeah, so vanilla bosses, vanilla map, um, and yeah, that's that. I wonder where Charge Beam is. I guess we might find Charge in Rick's ship here. But meanwhile, BrakeJake at this point is just in kind of KPDR mode. Or sorry, no, we gotta hit Fantoon first. Maybe like a lesser GT Classic route at this point. GT Classic without as many items. As far as ammo goes, we have, let's see, 15, 30 plus the 40. We need 70 missiles, I think, with our 50 supers right now to get through Torian on the first go. So we will have a little bit of an ammo hunt. If Idle can find Charge quickly and then make way through Suitless Meridia, maybe with a little more. Oh, there's bombs. Bombs away. Not sure anybody's going to pick up that at this point. Sorry, bombs. We love you, but it's just not your day. We are going to go check gravity, though. See what's up with gravity. Oh, no foosball today, unfortunately. And here is that ammo hunt from BrakeJake. Oh, you know. Vileplume's got to eat. Everybody's got to have breakfast this early in the morning. We got a missile and a missile. The C's just going to give only missiles. Or, you know, it's been all E-tanks. How many E-tanks did we have? I mean, look at our runner screens. It was just E-tank after E-tank. And there we saw 3 reserve tanks. All before, like, anybody went into, I don't know, Upper Norfair or something. It was just like the seed gave you nothing but energy. I guess that was kind of why another E-tank as we speak. I guess that's why Suitless Meridia ended up becoming mandatory, because all the other major locations were taken up by energy. All right. We're gonna use our speed booster. Maybe we're gonna try to get Ocean Fly here. Oh, we got it. We're gonna make sure we pick up those supers on the way back. Very nicely done. There's not too many like that. The error for the margin for error in that one, like it seems like it's really easy because a lot of runners, you know, you can see do that and almost every time when they go, but it is really tight. of a window. It doesn't matter if you're using missiles, charge shot, or super. Like you can do it too early or too late really easily. So seeing that is just and there's idle with the speed booster, and um, if we could see a face cam of idle, I'm sure it would be an expression. And now we have what looks to be idle going back for gravity suit, hopefully in his mind, hopefully at waterway. He's unfortunately not going to find that. Only high jump boots are at waterway, but this is the hunt now, going back on all the locations that Idle missed, trying to find the fabled suit of gravity. Meanwhile, Fantoon, the ghost with the most, giving the business to BrakeJake, dodging missiles like it's Neo from the Matrix. Ooh, and Fantoon just like stopped the fight. I've never seen. I didn't know Fantoon could do that. That's that's pretty. It's pretty cool. We've got. Hopefully, BrakeJake will get back to us, and Fantoon will resume the fight here. Um, Idle picking up the high jump boots. I guess if this stays like this for a little bit, we'll swap back to the Idle audio. Um, but yeah, gotta love the Donatello suit here. If you've never tried to make a custom Samus sprite yourself, give it a shot. It is ridiculously fun. Question about Waterway. Is that short spark, you can actually do that normally? It was just blind for the past 30 years. Um, so short spark. So yeah, if you're talking about a short charge and getting the spark under the water, yes, you can totally do that in vanilla. Um, and I'm trying to figure out like if you even need a short charge for that. I don't I don't know if you actually even need a short charge for that runway. Yeah, DJ Webb in chat says you do not. Um, so that was an intended, probably a intended I guess sequence break if you wanted to do that without finding a suit. But you'd have to do some yeah, you can go back and do that because you don't get gravity until in the intended route. You don't get gravity until after you get Varia anyway. So all right, an idle uh finally making their way up to Suitless Meridia. Um, we have a BrakeJake 1 in chat. I'm gonna assume that's BrakeJake. Um, I don't know exactly what you have or what the situation is, but if you have any insight on the stream, there's a 10-minute delay, by the way, for anybody wondering. So the runner started the race 10 minutes before we even started watching and talking about it. So um, uh, oh, I see. Yeah, I meant like on your stream if it was ever gonna come back. But um, I I think I think it is. an unfortunate unfortunate outcome there. Sorry to hear about. It feels bad. We still have to see if Idle can make their way through um, and finish up. So um, I know. If you have it in you to keep going, I understand the rage quit for sure, but Idle still has to come out with the victory. So we'll see if Idle can do it. Um, Going for double spring ball jump here, which is a seemingly very difficult trick. I came up with a way to do this very consistently just by counting. I think I have a video I made of it, like a little tutorial video or something. But basically, what Idle is trying to do, spring ball jump. The way spring ball jump works is you jump, and with spring ball off, you jump, roll into a ball as the game is pausing, and as long as you are in a ball, well, there was the double, but didn't quite make it. You should be able to double spring ball jump here. Anyway, he's rolling into a ball, and then in the pause, turning spring ball on, and the game is tricked into thinking, "Oh, hey, you have another jump, so you can use that jump in midair." But to do this twice, it looks like a good setup right here. There it is. Very well done. Well done. We are going to go check Mama Turtle, it looks like. Looking for this gravity suit. BrakeJake did not check this location, if I remember correctly. So, we've got grapple, we've got high jump. We can make use of Mama Turtle's rage at shooting her babies on the floor or tickling them with. Yeah, she doesn't care if you shoot her. You gotta shoot the kids, and then she gets rageful. Yeah, I got a little step to the right, and we'll see what is up at this location. Hey, space jump. It's not a bad item at this point. Oh, now Mama Turtle's going back and forth. She lost it. She's rageful. Her vengeance will be swift. Space jump being hailed as the ultimate item. I love me some space jump, but we're in this here race and stream with Papa Schmo as your commentator. Speed booster is going to be the ultimate item. I find it fun to have meaningless arguments about which item is the best item in the game. It's a fun discussion. I enjoy it. Ooh, that pirate is a little saucy for Idle. Usually doesn't turn around that quickly. Usually you've got a second there to stand on the ledge. So we're gonna have to come back through Main Street and see about a little more. I mean, you can't argue with the more suitless Meridia here. You're always gonna love that. We are joined by BrakeJake. Not normally how certain things go, but as you can see, BrakeJake has decided to forfeit, which automatically gives them access to kind of pop in for interviews and stuff. BrakeJake, are you with us?
Yeah, I am. Hey, Papa Schmo.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry to hear about the unfortunate events. You were doing really well, showing off some really good movement, some awesome tricks. Other than, I mean, I guess you can kind of explain what happened, but other than your tragedies, how do you feel about the race and the seed?
It started very well. It pointed out as a major, minor, and a vanilla area, so that are settings I very good with. But yeah, I don't know. I found Varia and decided to check all of the no fair checks. Um, Decided to make Crocomire, and after that, Gravityless lower Norfair. I wanted to check everything there. I'm not sure if Gravity can be there, but I think so. And yeah.
Yeah, it can. If you've got Varia, then gravity can be down there. Um, but yeah, I mean, it was kind of one for one as far as the routes went for you and Idle. The one difference really early on is Idle forgot to go check Terminator after going through Gauntlet, so missed the speed booster, and because of that missed the high jump boots, and so it was a lot of differences between how easily both of you were able to make it through, the future rooms that you were in.
So
Um,
you mean I'll needed to backtrack a lot, right?
no, Idle ended up back because you got speed, and then because of speed, you got high jump boost. But Idle never got either of those things because it forgot to go to Terminator to get speed at the very beginning.
Yeah, and I felt very behind after all the lower Norfair checks, um, because I had a feeling of gravity is in BrakeJake, and if Idle decided to make BrakeJake, he's in front. But it pointed out as gravity behind Batroon, and I lost the first fight. My brain was damaged at that moment already, so I was sweating, it's hot here, and I made it through. I felt very well, I think, after finding gravity. But yeah, then the ammo situation wasn't that good. I made some, you cannot see it, but because I rage quitted, but I made some dumb shit in BrakeJake. I lost all my supers and had to farm up in the room before bowling to get out of BrakeJake, and hadn't enough ammo at that moment. Then I checked the ocean. There was a super missile that was nice. It was my 60 super missile, my last super missile needed. And then I went to Lower North to Turian with 50-60. I had I got the baby skip. I did no refill. Opened up all the doors with my super missiles and yeah, run into Mother Brain. And it went very well. I got speed skip first try, and Mother Brain 1 was no problem, no missed super, no missed regular missile, but then in Mother Brain 2 fight I missed, I think, 5 regular missiles um, and a super, and after that I pushed all my supers into the ceiling and rage critted. So I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, I obviously no save before Mother Brain, which makes sense, in a race and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm sorry the things went that way. I think we all, anybody who's done a race knows the feeling of being behind, even if you're not, and the potential sweats, and you're talking about your brain being mushed and stuff like that. Like I definitely know all of those feelings. So um, things go the way they go. You still put up a a great display. I think anybody watching any of your section, the how did you feel when you found gravity there? Did you feel like maybe I'm not behind?
Yes, that was the only point where I thought, wow, that's a good decision. You skipped BrakeJake, and yeah, there's your gravity suit. And yeah, I don't know. Then I was switching between I am behind, I am in front, I am behind, I am
Yeah.
in front, and total crash in my brain.
Yep. Yep. That's how it goes. You want to think you're doing a good job, but your brain just wants to tell you otherwise, and it's just sometimes I I try to turn it off and just go, you know what? If I'm behind, I'm behind. I'm just gonna run this race. Like it takes the pressure off me sometimes when I accept that I'm behind, even if I don't know I am, because then I feel like I can play better. Like my mind is clearer. But it's hard to do that for sure. I think for any runner in any race. So
Yeah,
meanwhile,
and you know, the big pain was coming after I opened up speedgaming,
mhm.
and now I see where Idle is going, and yeah.
Yeah, man. I definitely understand the rage quit. I try if I can. I know when was your last save? I don't know how far back you are, but I definitely try to give I guess the old try if I can, if my rage isn't too rageful.
Oh, as you say it, my last save and my only save was exactly there at
Oh,
Aqueduct.
okay. Yeah. Could have I guess still been uh ahead maybe. Like the 10-minute delay is hard to um well no, I guess because right at the time your stream froze, I'm guessing that's when you stopped.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So you can take 10 minutes on it. So
right.
after 1 hour and 5 minutes, I quit it. So maybe
Uh,
it were possible to win this at least after the dead,
yeah, could have been.
but it makes no sense to make to think about it. It's over, and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You just learn from it. That's all you can do. As long as you had fun and you learned something. Idle doing the safer strat of using the mock droid through the little opening there is going to be going for the suitless Crystal Flash, the fabled suitless Crystal Flash. I went for this in my race, and although I'm fairly consistent at it, I hadn't tried it in a long time. And so I spent about 5 different saves trying to get it, and I wasn't able to get it. So I have something to practice before my race tomorrow. But uh, I do the 4 shot method, and it looks like um, Idol has a different setup where it looks like he does a little jump in between. He has a little stutter, and then he does a middle jump, and then goes for the jump for the crystal flash. I don't think I've seen this setup yet, but it looks like Idle is pretty close, maybe a little bit early. I'm not quite sure, but I guess you can uh, join me for the co-commentator's role if you like, Jake. If you're not have anywhere to be.
I can try to. Well, I use almost the same strat to do a suitless Crystal Flash clip. I do only one jump between, and I can time it out perfectly, almost with a jump between it.
Yeah.
But it looks like Idle do 2 jumps.
Well, the first little hop, I think, is what happens when Samus comes down. It's not like a jump you're meaning to do. It happens to me, the little stutter there, because I'm holding the shot button, and I thought it has something to do with that. But I think once you unmorph, I think you just I don't know you do this little like mini stutter jump or something.
Idle didn't take up Ice Beam. It was behind Ridley, right?
No, Ice Beam was at GT, and Idol found it,
Ah, it was
but
GT.
Yeah, Idle found it, but then reset. Idle also went to find Plasma at Croc and reset there as well. So, the decision to reset in ice, I'm sure, is in Idle's mind now. But nothing we can do about it. Hey, third try on Idle screen. Very well done. Very well done. That is not easy. Certainly frame perfect. And in a suitless fashion, getting the pixels to line up is also it makes it doubly hard. Idle with plenty of supers. Um, Jake, I know the super count coming into this room for you was not friendly.
Yeah, I tried to farm up the Metroids in the room before, but in my first try they got only health for me.
Yeah, Idle. Somebody in chat saying Idle will be glad to see this gravity suit. Idle doesn't know that Well, I guess Idle might know that Jake forfeit if he's looking at the race room chat, but not all the runners end up looking at it. But either way, if Idle did know, finding the gravity suit there after having gone all the way through wreck ship would generally just make you feel super behind at this point, because you don't know if your opponent went and did suitless Meridia instead of going to wreck ship. But at the same time, they could have also gone to wreck ship. So you have to just kind of keep your head in the game, and pretend like your runner has made the same mistakes you have made, or the same, route choices that you have made, and you just got to keep going.
That's a very important point. That's the fault I made because my head was in his race, and that's the problem. Focus on your own movement, on your own race. It doesn't matter what happens out of it. But
For
easy to
sure.
say.
Yes, very easy to say. Racing is such a cool, like, if anybody is watching, and Nubian God, I'm gonna call you out just a little bit. We were talking before the race about because I wasn't sure. I double checked and said, "Hey Nubian, are you in the tournament?" And he was like, "No, I'm kind of I'm trying some dash C's. I've watched a bunch of randomizer, but I'm kind of just starting out, or starting to run seeds off of the dash site." And it I think, like, one of the things that you might not know as far as competing in a tournament like this, or trying some of this stuff, is that being able to run randomizer seeds is one thing. Doing that well, yes, for sure. But getting experience for for racing, you're not going to get that anywhere else unless you just jump in and try to race. Yes, of course, you might not do excellent the first couple times, but you're gonna know how it feels to be in a race. You're gonna have to deal with kind of the some nerves, if you have any nerves. You're gonna have to deal with, oh, what is my opponent doing? Like, it's almost like a game on top of the game. And while that might sound scary, it's really not. It's really fun, but you're not gonna be able to get better at that other than just racing and just trying. So if you're on the fence about doing this, like, just jump in. It doesn't have to be a tournament race, but just start racing and get some experience doing that, because it's definitely worth. Um, it's the only way you're going to get better.
So true.
All right, Nubian says they definitely intend to join the next tourney. So all right, we got we got one more. Speaking of Nubian, in the back, tracking fearlessly. All of those tracking trolls trying to make it so Nubian can't track properly. He's besting them and carrying on. Dragon down for idle, and we are making our way, having already bested the ghost with the most. The punk with the trunk, I think. It's something I used to say. It's been a while since I've done comms. So now we're just on the way to Torian, looking for a Muzza Brain, and seeing about that. Although we still don't have charge, and Idle's rocking a 6055 right now, which currently is enough to make it through. We need essentially we need 40 for Mother Brain 1. We could, if you, the way that I do this math is I say, I know I need 60 super missiles to kill Mother Brain, right? So I start there and I say, well, I'm missing, in this case, we're missing how many super packs are we missing to get to 60? Idle is missing 1. So in order to take that damage from our missiles, we need 15 missiles to equal that super pack. So if you take 15 away from 70, you then get 55, and you only need 40 for Mother Brain 1. So we've got 15 missiles to spare. If we just went straight to Mother Brain right now. I don't know if that math made sense at all the way I described it, but that's how I do it in my head.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's a very easy way to realize how many missiles are left after after you use your MB2 missiles.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do it in a almost the same way. The 60 supers are the orientation, and then I think, what do I need to open up the glass and kill MB1? If we only use regular missiles, we need 36. Then we have 3 doors. Yeah, but only to kill MB1 and 2, you need 36 regular missiles and 6 supers.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, the doors are important too. They're easy to forget. Generally, you just end up, supering the 2 red doors and the Ghidorah door. And if you do that without incorporating those 3 missiles, or those 3 super missiles, or forgetting to use missiles and then go back to refill or whatever it is you need to do, it's definitely can catch you by surprise. And all of a sudden you're in Mother Brain 2 without the ammo you thought you were going to be, and yeah.
In idle situation, you have also to think about, am I able to do a speed zap skip? If not, you need extra ammo to open up the zaps.
Yes, ammo for the Zebs, for sure. I think Idle can pull off a speed Zeb skip, but yeah, if I don't know, I feel like speed Zeb skip is one of the reasons why it's hard. Like if you can do the setup for Lava Spark, or what other setup is similar to that? It's not super difficult if you've got a good or even a decent stutter 3 tap, or if you've got a really good 3 or 4 tap, really accurate one. The only part to me of Speed Zeb Skip that is a little funky is when you come into Mother Brain 1's room. I don't know, I've said this a couple times and I don't know how true it actually is, but I feel like the time it takes for you to regain control of Samus, be able to receive inputs, is a little bit longer. And I don't know if that's because all of the Rinkas and it's just slightly laggier, but that's what it feels like to me. So in my brain, I have to remember, like, don't press the buttons too early. You have to really wait just an extra, like, 16th of a second before you try to press down to initiate the spark.
Yeah, it's similar to double chamber room, right? They
Yes,
also have a little delay after you can get an input.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like double chamber is probably the closest to that room for sure. Unfortunately, I don't know if Idle was going for the YOLO, but on the second space jump hit one of those top dust gamer thingamajigs. All right, so we are blasting the door, um, and then going to refill a missile. So that saves us 5 missiles, which we can then use on Ghidorah's or the other door leading into Mother Brain 1. But we this is not a free fight here. We have to make sure that all of our super missiles and missiles hit Mother Brain right in the eyeball face. That looked like a good start. Yes, it was, but just hit the down input a hair too long there.
And there you have another problem. You are thinking on don't push too early, don't push too early, and then you push too late.
Yep. Yeah, it's so funny how so many tricks it really comes down to muscle memory that is for like fractions of a fraction of a second. Like you have to just feel what is right and tell your fingers to do that. And we're talking about, 1/60th or 1/45th of a frame. It's just it's still incredible some of the stuff that your body is able to do. Um, I noticed Idle did not take the save, um, which is a little scary potentially. You never
There we
really
go.
know. Wow, that was a really good spark. It wasn't even the edge of the platform. It was
Yeah.
it had like a solid couple steps to spare. That was really good. All right, gotta be real nice. Kyle. Kyle's what I call the turret there, who snipes you all the time. Kyle, stop. Okay, all right. Kyle
Okay,
listened.
45 super missiles means we need 45 regular
Yes.
missiles.
So we've got 11 to spare. And if we miss, yeah, if we miss a super missile, we can't miss 2 super missiles. That would be bad.
Yeah, and that was a point I missed. My first regular Mother Brain is going down, and I got her a new haircut with my missile. And
Uh,
that happened also with 2 supers, and then it was over.
oh, the invisible catch-up. You love to see it, or it scares you, one of the two. That looked like a double hit on the catch-up, but as the seed has made sure of, that's not going to matter. We've got energy for days, and very nice job, Idle, getting through Mother Brain 2. So, save for some catastrophe, some catastrophic event, hopefully Idle will be able to make it through to the ship, and we will call this a game.
He's missing 4 E-tanks, so it will be close.
Yeah, that's true. Um, I wonder if Idle can go back and search for those E-tanks on the way out, just to be safe,
That's a good idea. Hopefully he do it.
Yeah. I wonder where the rest of the E-tanks are. What did we not check?
Plasma.
Plasma, true. Yeah.
Spring ball.
Yeah. Oh, the sand pit. I don't think anybody checked sand pit. All right, so Idle's gonna have a tough time making it all the way around there in 2 minutes or whatever the timer is. 4 minutes, 2 minutes. I've only played this game about 1,000 986 times, and I can't even tell you how long the vanilla timer is.
The good thing for Idle is he knows that he has all the time of the world. So I think he's very relaxed right now.
Well, that's good. Although the tension and excitement of a close race is also really fun and awesome. Um, being able to be relaxed in a mother brain fight at the end is also a nice thing to do, especially on a Sunday, right? You want to relax. It's a day of rest for some people. You're just gonna fight mother brain in a nice, calm, docile state.
It's about to be a good day for Idle, I think. It's morning for him. For you,
Yes.
maybe as well.
Yes, indeed. About 10:40 in the morning. 3 minutes. I wasn't even. My guesses were not even close to right. So Idle will join. We've got, as far as the sheet shows at the moment, um, we've got one other 3 and 2 runner. That's Sunwoo Farm. There's a lot of matches still being done for week 5. But BrakeJake, you will join Sunflower, Fat Scott, Lomi and Jones, and Funny, and JR016. JR with the 2-3 record. And we'll see if I join you tomorrow. My opponent is Smellin, which we all know is a total beginner at Rando, and should definitely not pose any sort of challenge whatsoever. But no, obviously, just kidding. Smellin is going to be very difficult to get a win off of, so I got my work cut out for me. Go, Idle, go!
Good luck for it, Papa Schmo.
Thanks, man.
You can do it.
All
GG's,
right.
Idle.
GG's to Idle. What a seed. Energy tanks and suitless Meridia and ammo counts and mother brains and rage quits and animals dead and all the things. We had a lot of good fun here this morning. So um, thank you, BrakeJake. We'll see if Idle pops in to give us his views on the race from his side. Um, and everybody in chat for hanging out and doing the thing. And we do have an idol here in chat. GG's idol. How's it going? What'd you think? All the feelings. Give it to us.
Yeah, I've I've either never skipped that Terminator item before, or I did it once when it was like an E-tank or something not important, and yeah, that was pretty punishing. I knew as soon as I got to Greenbrand early supers area that I'd forgotten it. I was just like, oh, just hope it's another E-tank, but then we just kept getting E-tank after E-tank. Probably high jump. It's like, and I'm trying to do that lava dive. It's like I probably should have hit my high jump already. And then, I mean, it ended up being speed, but then speed was unlocked high jump, so it's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I didn't realize until after you had realized that you didn't have speed. We were just kind of, going through and we were talking about how many E-tanks we're already getting and stuff like that. And then you went through Cathedral and I was like, oh, okay, well maybe Idle's like, committing to ammo and it's just checking a bunch of things to get ammo and stuff like that. And then I realized you didn't have speed and I was like, oh. So yeah, I mean, definitely it's something I think maybe all of us have done in one time or another. It's when you're going running through Gauntlet, you're going fast. So, it can be something you forget for sure. So. But you did end up coming out with a win, and so you can take your lessons and move on to the 3 and 2. How are you feeling about any of the rest of the seed or the tournament or anything else that you wanted to say?
I think the tournament's going pretty well. Yeah, as far as the seed, I was happy I just figured out that lava dive yesterday.
Oh, nice!
You looked
a lot more comfortable,
but I kept breaking spin with it, so I went back to 2-wall jump method, which I think is a little bit harder, but Like you have to practice it more, I think, to get those 2 wall jumps to be correct. But
For sure.
I'm not breaking spin nearly as much of it, so I'm just gonna do that from now on. So I was happy to bust that out in this run. I was really happy to find spring roll and not to do hypo jump.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just funny. I didn't have to do any of that stuff I just mentioned. I just checked Terminator, but
Yeah, you looked pretty
fortunately,
comfortable in the lava dive, and that the last Namahe had it out for both of you. It was really giving both of you some trouble.
But sometimes things just kind of work out. With this being not a starter charge, and then charge being, as buried as it is, it's just kind of rare in this tournament. Bailing me out today. It was pretty difficult. Like even if you were getting all the ammo on the way, there wasn't a lot. I think I collected almost everything that was reasonable to collect ammo-wise, except for I think I missed the Bubble Mountain check or something. But otherwise, I couldn't believe I did that aqueduct on the way out of Dragon, and it was double power bombs. I just need a missile. I don't even need the missile, but I just want one more missile. But it's just silly.
Yeah.
I think if BrakeJake hadn't forfeited, I would have just gone without the Alpha BB's check, and then I would have been in kind of similar low tolerance range.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think all things considered, I mean, both of you put on a good show in a bunch of different sections, and regardless of any unfortunate events and different things, I think it was still a good display of decision making. The seed was a little bit of a unique one, and it shows also some of these things that are helpful, like bootless lava dive and suitless meridian. All that stuff is really can be decisions that you make and can either make or break you. I guess I'm just talking about rando in general, but it was well on display here. Both of you did really good jobs in in your own right, in your own respect. So GG's to both of you. Good luck in your next tournaments. I'm going to go ahead and close this out here in a second, but is there any final thoughts from either of you?
Well, I only want to say thanks for making comms, Papa. Thanks for tracking Nubian God. And thanks, Idle, for racing. I hope you had a relaxed end of the race after you've seen I forfeited. And yeah, good luck for the next races to you both.
Yeah, good luck as well. Hope you pull through in the last one here.
Yeah, I try to not rage quit. Doesn't matter what happens.
Did you throw your controller? Because that's a proper rage quit.
No, it is long ago I threw my controller.
Right on. Well,
Thank
awesome.
you much.
For sure. Yeah, I second the appreciation for Nubian God, for the SpeedGaming organizers for setting up the stream and the race, for the tournament organizers for making all this stuff happen, and good luck to you both in your next races.
Yeah, second that. Thank you, Nubian God and Papa Schmo for the comms.
Yeah, I was happy to be able to do it for sure. Yeah. Let's see. So, if you're looking for some more Super Metroid, there are more races coming up soon. Well, actually, 2 of them started an hour ago, but we also have some more on the way. The next one is starting at 11:10 a.m. So coming up very soon. This one's between Bressingham and Kip. That should be a solid display. They are both 3 wins and 1 loss. They're only 2 away from each other on the the current spreadsheet here. Kip is in 5th, Bressingham is in 7th. And we've got a solid commentary by the Dash Dev team. We got Kupo and Mass Hysteria, and then the ever awesome Jestro Zooks on tracking. Definitely go check that out if you can. And then the last race up today is at 4:10 between Dang and Dirk Sue. Once again, I appreciate it all around. It was an awesome time to spend my morning with you all. And we'll see you hopefully in a next mission that starts in about 20 minutes. So have a great day, y'all. Peace out.